I have a friend, Izzy, who talks a lot about being a lighthouse person. You existing just as you are and showing people that someone who has a similar body or identity, you just existing is a lighthouse person. And it was like a room full of lighthouse people being amazing creative professionals.
My name's Marcy Guevara Preet. I am the owner of the Plus Bus and of our new sister store, Perfect 10 Plus. The idea for this casting came in this room when Millie and Allie walk in.
We came into the Plus Bus. I was actually trying to find something myself for an event. And we're like, gosh, I wish more people knew about this.
That's really all I need. And he said, yeah, it's just like, you just need like a billboard that says your ass would look great and some jeans from the Plus Bus.
And we laughed and then we're like, but don't we?
And Allie like peeks out of the dressing room and is like,
forget your name and lights, get your butt on a billboard.
And that was it. It was like, yes, 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 let's do this.
We, of course, would have had the option for an awareness campaign to cast professional models, but the people who patron this store, who are in our fat spaces and communities online, they are the people we aspire to be like. And it made the most sense to tap into that community and use it to actually be the humans that are represented, not as a decoration, but a declaration, like getting to take up actual space. Not that we were making space for ourselves, we're already here, but being front, center, the prize, not the afterthought. And the response has been insane.
What it has evolved into is beyond my wildest dreams. I thought I would have maybe 10 people and choose one, but choosing one person out of 65, it was an embarrassment of riches.
We had over 70 people submit video submissions, almost 50,000 people who just engaged with and wanted to be a part of this campaign without ad spend, because it wasn't just the people submitting, their friends were hyping them up. They were getting involved. They're like, of course I should be on a billboard. We've all known it for years. Now everyone else does too.
I always do every casting call that I can. So I do every single one. And I did it immediately. I was in my pajamas and I didn't really care what I looked like. I just knew I had to submit my casting.
I've done a shoot, but nothing like this before. This is like top tier.
I have been following the Plus Bus for years, actually stalking their page. And so when I seen the casting call, I was like, I have to apply. I have the perfect asset, so why not?
Last year, so I moved here in fall of 2023. And then I went to my first ever open casting.
They had a casting for their jeans. They want you to come out, do the casting call, see your walks, get a feel for your personality, things like that.
There were probably like 4,000 people in line in downtown LA. I got there at 7 in the morning. It was cold, it was rainy. It started to rain at like 8 a.m. and everybody was drenched. Like it was just like pouring rain, it was cold.
We stood in the rain for 10 hours. We were both kind of like, we're over it, we're gonna leave. And I was like, no, we gotta stay.
From 7 in the morning sharp until 3:30, we were seen finally by the judges at 3:30.
And she actually got casted. I was so happy to see my girl up there, and she actually won one of the girls for a Good American Show. And ever since then, we've been connected.
I saw that she, casted for this, and I was like, oh, like good luck, like I hope you make it.
They released a top 10. I was already so shocked that I had made it. I was so excited. Hi, I'm Molly. I've never done anything like this before. Within a couple of weeks, we knew that we'd been casted, and then within a week, we were here. As a part of the queer community, people are a little intense, and they will get on you. So if you're not looking good and you're not looking their best, they will be honest with you. I was just picturing my best friend's voice in my head, like, Molly, you need to lock in. You need to, it's your face, girl. I was incredibly nervous. I was shaking when I first got here, but everyone was so kind and patient with me.
So many folks who were on set that day were part of the community. It's very rare and very surreal and overwhelming to be in that kind of community.
Like other people care about my body in the way that it's being presented, not just me, and that felt really special. I grew up watching America's Next Top Model.
Voting for you, voting for you, how dare you!
Which, I don't know if you've seen it, is absolutely brutal. So I came in really, really nervous, expecting like a very strict and professional set. And it's not that it wasn't that, it was just so much more inclusive and accommodating to someone who's never experienced anything like this before. It was nothing but uplifting and encouraging and inclusive, which was really, really nice. I think this taught me so much. It kind of made me view my body in a different way, which was cool.
The energy was insane, and I will never forget that day.
Growing up in the South, I think I was exposed to a lot of fat people, but not necessarily fat acceptance and representation.
I remember walking in the door and I just felt so welcomed and like so just embraced by everybody here. It's just something that doesn't exist anywhere, you know, anywhere in the Midwest.
I went from being in a town of 8,000 people where I was the only fat person and really the only fat queer person, to being surrounded by people of all different shapes, sizes, creeds, everything.
This isn't just clothes. You know, the people here are involved with not just making you look good, but helping affect change at a systemic level. This is just the start of the campaign. It would be my dream to make this something that happens annually, where we can tap into the community and we're not just saying that we're representing you, we're representing you.
What I know about the Plus Bus and the plus size community is that we are full of so much talent and so much vision and so much collaboration. I want to build a circus. I want to take it on the road. And I hope that people follow me.